Memorial Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Clemson Tigers and the USC Trojans. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting two Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a third Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, two left for them to spend. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Cuts it upfield. It's Hawkins. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Williams. Out wide right, it's Odom. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Running to the left. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Here's Williams to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Williams from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. one behind the big guys on the right. Brink continues to fight for yards. Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The pitch to the left. They put the brakes on it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! And down he goes.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Williams. Left side is Bowman. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Williams with the catch. It's Bowman. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Keeps it on the ground. Runs through the tackle. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Throwing, Williams. Time to take a shot. Got it inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, USC. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And they tacked on the extra point. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
Trying to take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Williams to throw. Got a man. It's Hawkins. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Changing the routes with his receivers. Williams looking for a man. Caught. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quick give. It's Miller. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Williams. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Hand it to the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Williams throws for the tight end. Has it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this 1st half, they've done just that.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. A strike downfield. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throwing on the run. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Miller. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield. The running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Williams. In traffic, it's Bowman. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down to the air. Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Bringing it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 23 team.
He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Play action with Williams. Buying time to his right. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And then what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Long way to go on second down. Quarterback keeps it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Sends it back in motion. Lined up in the gun. Williams on third down. They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Turning it on. He's got enough. Past the 50. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Clemson! They take the lead here in the second half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On the run, it's Hawkins. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll go to the counter play. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams. Caught by Williams on the left. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third and short now from their own 48. Williams looking for a man. Snags it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. The Trojans use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Third down from the gun, Williams. He's got it. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the fourth down.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. That brings them to within one.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the fourth quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Send out the offense to go to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Dragged down.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position, they located the football, and they went and gang tagged.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time, winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force second and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation, 3rd and forever. Great job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, pressure's coming.
And that's a 3rd down the offense absolutely had to have, right? Because the opponent had scored on their last 2 drives, so they needed to score points on that one. But on 3rd down, they give up a sack, and all the momentum now with the opponent.
Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Plows through the defense.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Williams. They're all over it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Play action on first down. He'll throw it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
2nd and long here. Looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The crowd gets behind this defense. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
so much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. Now remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. Right side, it's Bowman. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7.
How about that for a momentum swing? The defense gets the pick 6. Offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Turns out it's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing, Williams. Turns it upfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Back's got it on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give is to Miller, and he's brought down after a short gain. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Trying to squeak through the pile. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He's got incredible speed.
And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Timeout, USC.
On first down from the 13-yard line. To the back. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.